Hi everyone, my name is Trista Kukuchka. Thank you so much for joining me today. A lot of you are probably in the midst of your applications and we're so very excited to receive those. As you may know, our round one application deadline, October 15th, is just around the corner. So we're getting really excited to see all of your applications and learn a little bit more about why you're interested in Simon. So we're really looking forward to that. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about essays. I know that that's one piece of your application that can be a little anxiety provoking. People get a little bit nervous about the essays and maybe even overthink them. So today I wanted to quell those fears a little bit and just chat a little bit about some tips that I have for you regarding the essay component. So here at Simon, we have two different required essays. One is about your goals, your career goals. We want to learn a little bit more about your interest in the MBA and what is it that you're hoping to do with your MBA once you're finished with business school. We also require an interesting fact about yourself, which is our second essay. This is a 25-word essay, 25-word piece, so nice and short, to the point. But this is something we just want to learn about you that we wouldn't find in another piece of your application. So keep that in mind. It should be professional and appropriate for the admissions committee, but just an interesting fact about yourself, something that you'd like to share with us that you think makes you unique. So moving back to your first essay surrounding your career goals. First and foremost, have someone proofread this. You should also be proofreading it a couple times. When we find a lot of spelling errors or maybe another school in our essay, or maybe there's a lot of grammar issues, it makes us feel like you didn't spend a whole lot of time on your essays. And given that it is one important component of your application, we want to make sure that you've devoted the appropriate amount of time to those. So make sure that you proofread them. Secondly, we want to make sure that you're answering the question, you're following the prompt. And so a great way to ensure that you've done this throughout your essay is to have a friend read it. Don't provide them with the prompt. When they're finished, ask them what they think the prompt was. And that can help you to make sure that your writing is to the point and focused. Speaking of your writing being to the point, we also want you to stick to the word count. Now, I know this might seem a little bit nitpicky, but your business style writing should be concise, brief, and to the point. And so we want to make sure that you're able to do that. And one of the ways that we do assess that is by ensuring that you're sticking to your word count. So a couple of things to keep in mind. Also remember, the essay is the one part of your application that you currently have control over. So you have probably already taken your GMAT or your GRE, your your transcripts, all of your grades from college. Those are done, those are in the books, and it is what it is now. And then your that really just leaves your essays, and that's the one piece that you have control over right now, and it's the one piece of your application that can really help you to stand out. I know that sometimes we get a lot of students who are really worried that they have such a traditional MBA background, and they're worried about how to make their application stand out and how to make their application unique. And one way to do that is making sure that your essays really highlight your story. Even if you come from a typical business background or you perceive that anyway, your story is unique. So make sure that you use your essays to tell us, how did you get where you are today and where are you hoping to go? All of that is unique. So please do use your essays to highlight that. And lastly, I just wanted to briefly touch upon the optional essay. So the optional essay is just that. It is completely 100% optional. And to be honest, the admissions committee absolutely encourages you to only use this optional essay if you feel that you really need to. Now, a couple of instances where you might feel the need to use your optional essay, maybe you had kind of a rough freshman year, maybe the transition to college didn't go so well, maybe you were out for a semester due to health reasons, whatever that may be, maybe your grades suffered at some point. You don't want the admissions committee to make assumptions or have to make guesses at what may have happened in your undergraduate career. So that would be an excellent reason to use your your optional essay. So anything in your application that you think could cause a red flag, anything that you're feeling uneasy about, that may be something you want to address in your optional essay. And it doesn't have to be long. You simply just need to, make your point, share with us whatever that may be, and move forward. So I hope that helps you all a little bit as you're working towards submitting your completed applications. As I said earlier, we're really looking forward to reading those. If you still have further questions, we are currently out on the road. We're still traveling all over the country, all over the world. So please keep an eye out for us at your local fair. And as always, we always have webinars as well. So if you're looking forward to learning a little bit more about all of the application pieces, you can look forward to our application tips webinar coming up as well. So keep an eye out for those. Thank you again so much for joining me today, and good luck with your applications.